when we put ourselves in this cycle, we're working against ourselves. So you feel terrible. You tried, it didn't work out, and you're basically setting yourself up for failure. I need you to know it don't take all that. We making something that's simple, really overcomplicated. So here's the one thing. The one thing, y'all ready? This is the one habit that literally changed everything. When I started doing this, the weight fell off. All right, y'all ready? Drop it in the chat. When I started pre-deciding, I started deciding in advance. So when I started making the decision before I got hungry, all right? When I started making the decision before I got tired, when I started making a decision before life started lifing, okay? When I started pre-deciding, losing weight was easy. All right. I knew what I would start the day knowing what I'm going to eat that day. I would never start the day not knowing how I was going to move my body. I stopped waiting to feel like it, and I started saying, okay, here is the plan. And I started making a decision in advance that I'm going to follow it. So here's where most of us make a mistake. Most of us don't have success because we try to make the decision in the moment. We try to make the decision about what we're going to do when we're tired. So when we're already tired, or we're already stressed, or we're already hungry, or life is already lifing, that's when we make the decision that we're going to make the decision. When you pre-decide, there's no room to negotiate with yourself. The plan is set. You can turn all this conversation, this back and forth that you do with yourself, you can turn it off and just do it. So before I knew it, I had lost 10 pounds. All right. And in 30 days, I had lost 20 pounds, and then 50, and then 80. So let y'all tell me in the chat, do you make a decision the day before? Who does that? Who decides the day before that this is what I'm going to eat? Or are you one of the people who say, okay, I'm hungry, now what I'm about to eat? So tell me in the chat, do you plan what you're eating the day before, or do you decide when you're hungry? Do you know what life looks like in advance to say, oh, next week is going to be a doozy. Here's what I'm going to do. Or do you just happen upon a life that's lifing? Because guess what? All of our lives, life does that, okay? We all go through seasons where life is busy. It feels like we cannot catch our breath, right? And that's going to be the worst time to say, I'm about to get my life together. I'm about to eat. So you got to have a plan. You have to pre-decide. All right. So if you are that person, if you're planning in advance, now all you have to do is make yourself do it. I got some planners over here. Okay. But for those of us who we get hungry and we're like, man, I'm hungry. All right. Man, I'm hungry. What am I to eat? Everything looks good at that moment. Right then, everything looks good. So you driving down the street and you're like, I'm hungry. Chick-fil-A look good. Popeyes, every stuff you wouldn't normally eat start looking good. Okay. Places you wouldn't normally go all of a sudden look like a good idea. All right. When you get stressed and you haven't planned it, you have no idea what we're eating for dinner. You got the kids hollering at you. They got homework. You got a spouse. You got all these things to do. Everything looks good. This is how we get in the, let me just get some pizza trap. My family, we would stay at a Domino's. Okay. We would have, I don't know if anybody remembers this, and I don't even know if Domino's still does this today, but we used to get like points. So you would buy so much pizza, and if you buy so much, they would give you these points, and then you would get money off of a pizza like the next week. We kept some points. Chick-fil-A, I kept some points because we were always rushing and running through somewhere. So the time to decide is not in the moment. That's the wrong time. So if you're not a planner, you need to become one, all right? But here's what I want to say. If you have been starting on Monday, because I know y'all I'm going to start Monday crew, okay? We've all done it. I'm going to start Monday. If you're on that crew, here's what I need you to do today. If you're tired of starting over, I need you to make a decision today, all right? Here's where you start. You don't have to wait till Monday. We can start right now on Wednesday, on hump day, the middle of the week. Decide today what you're eating tomorrow. Decide right now, decide today how you're moving your body tomorrow. Decide today that no matter what happens, what are the things that are going to get done? Make the decision. I have my schedule set up because I know me. Going to the gym in the evening is optional, all right? Right now it's 4:23. If I plan to go to the gym, I just might. But I've already done it. I woke up, had my time with God, and got on that bike. All right. Because the later in the day it happens, the less likely I'm going to do it. So if you're an evening person and that works for you, go for it. But make the decision. I'm going to move my body. Here's what I'm going to do. Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it at this time. Here's what I'm going to eat tomorrow. Go to the store, get the things you need, start to prepare it. It's so much easier to eat what you're supposed to eat when things are prepared. If you don't have the time to do that, carve out a day. I do mine on Sunday. I go to church, leave church, go to Costco. All right, that's how I run it. Make the decision, and in all your planning, you also got a plan for execution. Because some of us are the best. I'm telling you, we are the best. Y'all, I'm a planner. One of my friends, Rochelle said took it as a professional box checker. I got that day organized from the rooter to the tutor. It's organized. I got all the boxes lined up. I'm doing this from this time to this time, but you also have to make a decision on execution. So once we plan it out, decide today that it doesn't matter what happens tomorrow. I'm telling you now, I'm moving my body. And then set the day up in a way that actually happens. Remove all the barriers. Nothing happens in my day before I talk to God and move my body. Nothing other than talking to my husband. All right. So decide today that you're going to show up for yourself. No matter what happens, you're going to do what you told yourself you were going to do. You're going to tell the truth to you. You're going to execute on what you said you were going to do, because motivation has absolutely nothing to do with it. Feeling like it don't got nothing to do with it. This ain't about feeling like it. This is about pre-deciding and then following through.